That's gonna get DMCA'd. That's copyright as well. We'll just do with this. Oh, the double lag. Excuse me. Good morning, people. It's time to plan things out, right, chat? How things be? Salutations. Welcome. Welcome to stream. It's about to start. Let us begin. You can never stop me. Can't stop me, chat. Whoop. Here we go. So good morning, happy Tuesday to every single one of you humans. I hope you guys been treating yourself well, and as a reminder, I will not be streaming on Monday, but at the same time, I will be on Discord if you ever want to talk. And you always do me a big favor. Tell me to make thumbnails, because technically I did. It's just that I need more, you see. I need more encouragement slash people telling me to do thumbnails. Just how it goes. Aiden, thank you so much. Used all my channel points? Did you? Who knows? Try it again. Go to the Dechi points and click on BioShock and try to donate. Whether it's 1 point or no point, it is what it is. What up, Opie? Ashreal, thank you so much for the contribution. What up, Lord Roku? What up, Aiden? Is this copyright music? This is copyrighted music. So, until I actually figure out what the music on, how I can mute music on YouTube side, I'm definitely going to keep low on the song request for now, until I figured it out. We're figuring it out here and there. All right. Let's get this started. All right. You ready for this Triforce? You ready for this Opie, Azazel, Lord Roku, and Azale, thanks for contributing all your pointerinos and cappuccinos. The live stream is about to begin. Oh, yes. The time has come. Took a little while, but we're here. We got it to work. Now we just gotta adjust the, the calamity flux capacitor. Is it even possible YouTube technically doesn't support multi-tracks, so it'd be problematic-ish? Yeah, there is a way to do it. I've seen people do it. I just gotta sort it out on my end. Tomorrow's gonna be lines. It's gonna be my time. Swear I'm going to get her. Hey, congratulations. Aiden, yeah, try to see if you used up all your points or not. Did you like gamble all balls deep in and failed or something? Perhaps you have. Hey, you enjoy your space crab raids there. Good luck. I don't even know what you're playing to get that on. Oh, I think I know. Never mind. Don't talk about it. Yeah, good luck. Why are we getting a event that reruns last like 3 weeks? Hey, you should be thankful you're getting a rerun that lasts 3 weeks. Barely any reruns happen these couple of years now. So having a rerun itself, low key, is a big W for FGO NA. Trust me. And at the same time, this rerun event will have a new story implemented for about another week. Hence, you're technically going to have a 1 week old story, 1 week new story, and then 1 week to catch up. So that's kind of the reason why it is a 3-week event. But without further ado, boom. Am I here? Are we here? There we go. What star's gonna be new? I won't reread everything. It's right after the original event ends, so you don't have to reread the whole story if you don't want to. It starts after you beat the original story, so you do have to beat the original event first. Then the aftermath chapter comes along with it. 180 from pity. Should I keep going? Deadlier than Merc. Who are you trying to get pity for? That's the big question. That's the big question. Low key, I kind of just. I respect that. I gotta change Saber, because, yeah, Saber's getting up there. I need somebody that has a decent amount of AoE damage that does not disappoint. Oh yeah, by the way, I got Arjuna. It's pretty funny. I think that'll be fine, don't you think, chat? We got our bases covered. We should be fine. 180 away from keep going from JP Saber. Oh, Yamato no Takeru? I mean, that's in the end really up to you, right? Like, do you actually have a really powerful saber? Do you have an AoE saber? And if so, do you have a loopable saber that can kind of booty blast? It really is just up to you. If you have 180 and you want him, I mean, the choice is yours. I ain't gonna get in your way. But if you don't have any AoE saber, he's a good one to have for sure. How you doing there, Chupa? Which Arjuna? I got Arjuna Archer. I got it from a random ticket, so it was pretty good. It was a 1 Saint Court Toro. It was pretty godlike. It was my first copy too, so it was kind of pug champ. Is that Summer Oki? It is! I realize she needs some bonding, so might as well, right? Samurai Remnant Arjuna? That's right. He's gonna be so buff. Big buff boy. Baba boy. Good afternoon, Haika. How are you? Like I said, I'm just trying to figure out what I need to do here. And it seems I made the right choice. Troubs, it happened just like you said. What are you talking about, Asheville? I went for Bakatoya GSSR and got Kenshin. Oh, congratulations. You wanted to get Berserker Toria, but you got Kenshin instead. Hey, it happened. She's not a bad single target ruler at all, so it's pretty lit. I'm good on Sabers. It's just that I feel committed to stop my luck and never said been this bad. I mean, deadlier than Mark, you're gonna hit pity one way or another. So might as well hit this pity so you can pretend to not feel that you're gonna hit pity on the next banner. You know what I'm saying? In the end, it's really up to you. How do you want to leave your mouth taste, right? Because in the end, everybody, including myself, including other people, they're gonna have to hit pity. They can't get away with it. I can't keep getting away with it. It is what it is. But if you hit pity now, you will have a better mindset for the next banner. Technically. I was going before Iskandar and an ace. I'm good. Ooh, congratulations. Iskandar is pretty pog champ, especially his MP4. Goddamn. I got Takeda instead of my boy Oberon. That's unfortunate. That's a better luck next time. That's a try again an anniversary. I wanted Jolter on an AGSSR, but in the end I got MP2 Summer Abbey. Summer Abbey ain't nothing to fuck with, so definitely congratulations. MP2 Summer Abbey is very powerful. How you doing, Kitsune? Gotcha machine, adapt, and adjust pity mount to 30 Sankord. Oh, if one could do such a wonderful thing. I don't think you can do such a thing. The chance to hit go all the way to pity is like 7.1%. Yeah, I mean, it's not a lot, but at the same time, there's a chance right there. It's really up to you, Deadlier. Whether you want to go balls deep or not, the choice is yours. I'd say fuck it. If you have it and you can replenish 180 Syncworts very easily, might as well do it, right? Unless if you have like a really possible character you're kind of saving up on. Jesus fucking Christ. I recommend you, Bing Chilin. Bing Chilin. Thank you so much for the follow. Greatly appreciated, my friend. Scares me every time. Thank God I don't have any water in my bladder because I'd be pissing it. But I hope you're doing swell. Can we get some salute to my fellow coming back sparrows, Lord Zuko? Resub for 29 months. Thank you, thank you. How's Bob? I hope Bob's having a good time. You should anticipate hitting pity once every 14 banners you roll on, assuming you're going for MP1 copy / all the way to pity. Oh, see, look. Bob with that Matharino cappuccino that confuses. Ah, damn. It says every 14 banners, you have a chance to hit pity. Every 14 banner. I've been grinding Sancor this past week, so I want to keep it. Hey, then keep it, right? If your Saber, if your AoE Saber department is, you know, like thumbs up, good to go, you have like OG, Salter, etc., you're good to go. Perfectly fine. Siegfried works too, trust me. Siegfried do pop the fuck off this season. You mean Siegfriedo? Yeah, Siegfried. Yeah. There's all the statistics in the bullcrap that I've been hit 3% times before, so just warning. Anyways, I gotta go back to work. Alright, Bob, thanks for coming in and giving us wonderful numbers. Was that news? Yeah, it was news. Simultaneously, there is FGO news this week. Remember, chat, and spread the word for me. Only you guys can spread the amazing words of the sparrows. Alright? Only you can prevent forest fire. But that means you can also spread the good word of the sparrow. Just get lucky and never hit pity. I mean, that's the train I'm on, but at the same time, it's very difficult to hit such a train every single time. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, every time I do a gacha, it's my job to throw a temper tantrum. You know what I'm saying? That's the content you guys want to watch, after all. So I'm going to bitch and moan till you guys kick W in chat to make you guys entertained while my balls are rolling. Happy New Year, Troubs. What up, villain? 5 million years. Happy New Year's indeed. How my GSSR go? You'll probably see it on YouTube later, but yeah, I got pretty good GSSR. NA was Tyra. Then we got another copy of Tyra on her banner. Then on JP, we got ourselves a Uegi Kenshin, Arch Single Target Ruler, and the Trunk Sisters, which is the AoE Defensive Saber, which was awesome. It made me feel good, man. It was quite the roll, I gotta tell you. Yo, look at the overlapping of the Koyans on NA. Yeah, I highly recommend if you guys need any of the Koyans right now, you roll for them, right? If you have no Koyanskaya of dark or light and you want one or the other, I highly recommend doing both. But if you need a focus, I'll probably say light for meta reason. Because a lot of people don't know how to use dark, so people just, instead of trying to understand her, people just straight up just shit on her. It is what it is. Expect pity on every banner and you'll be fine. True. You're not wrong. Hey, intern couldn't subscribe and never hit pity. That's true. There's a possibility that can happen along the ways. But only you can prevent forest fire. Remember that. I love Altera's bug. Got MP5 Spook trying to roll for MP5 Narrow and Narrow Bride, so I'm okay with this. Well, at least you got a Spookies, and that's your 5th copy. Congratulations. It is quite a shame that you didn't get, Who'd you get, Lord Zuko? I didn't see the, I didn't see who's you got. Got the disaster and a good MP2 Koyan. Ooh! Nice. After GSSR disaster, I'm cooking MP2 Koyamis. That's good! Because you do need at least MP2 level 100 CE in order for you to do one of the 3 turn comps, which is awesome during like 90 plus slash 90. After I hilariously been turning with God Juno with a borrowed Koyanska of the Dark, I decided she was worth the commitment. Well, I agree. I mean, like, you gotta also understand, too, the Koyanska of the Dark is really good. Not only is she a decent support, but she's a dot master, and if you don't know what a dot is, it's a gamer terminology used for damage over time, aka damage D over O and time with a T, aka dot. And Koyanskaya is one of the best at it due to the fact that she uses all three of the basic dot mechanics. And she has a capability to increase that damage by twofold. So if you do like 500 damage in poison, now you do 1,000. It's kind of lit. And so if you enjoy doing like a dot or dots comp, yeah, she really just pops off because she has invincibility simultaneously. JP has damage against curses. Currently, NA has damage against fire with invuln pierce. So you'll be permanently invuln pierce with additional damage to fire while you're applying fire, and your burn tick doubles. So it's not too shabby. Tryout Tyra ended up with MP5 Anastasia. Hey, Anastasia ain't nothing to fuck with, alright? She's really good. Unfortunately, she's one of the few champions or characters that just didn't get the love buff, right? I don't know why, but it is what it is. I got Proto Arthur this year. I was trying to snipe Ibuki. I mean, they're both good. Good. Ibuki's just a 50% charger. Proto Arthur is a super giant killer, so technically, I don't know. Can you kill Barbados with Prototype? You can find out. Yu-Gi-Oh! Thank you so much for the contribution, my friend. We are essentially 85% almost done with the community votes. As long as you keep donating the points, the closer we get to Bioshock action. Koyanskaya versus what's Are you talking about Doman? Koyanskaya, Dark, Doman, and Van Gogh. Yeah, it's a pretty disgusting damage. I agree with you. Right now, Dark Yami and daughter Melisson is cooking. Oh, nice. Congratulations. Thank you so much for all your points contribution. Thank you, thank you. I got King Kazan. Nice. King Kazan is good. Well done, well done. King Kazan is definitely not somebody you scoff at. Especially with his buff. And it seems like a lot of the character kind of derive off of Chengonging, which is kind of weird. You can use Koyami Scummy dot support too, right? Oh, Koyami is the king of dot support. 100%. Because remember, every auto attack, if you activated her third ability, she just procs all three dots. So she is essentially a walking dot dealer. I wanted to roll Gramps, but I got Iskandar as priority though. Good. I mean, you had your priorities straight. GSSR is coming back on anniversary, Thanksgiving, New Year's, etc. So take your time. Figure out what you and how you want to tackle it. That's the DMB2 ruler, but wanted Huan Zhao. Who the fuck is Huan Zhao? Is that the horse assassin? Oh. Oh, interesting. Seems hello fresh. Wants me there. Oh, silly Billy. Hello there, senpai. Yeah, she's the horse assassin. Yeah, she's a good one. So, I do recommend if you guys want to get her as well. Story-wise, you're probably gonna get her this year. It's very cute, very pretty. Oh, I don't have a tech up on that one. Whatever, we're good. Her Ascension is third. Ascension is Chibi or less of an Ari after all. Who? Who are you talking about? Dan Chan? Are you talking about Koyami? Yeah, Koyami do got that Nine-Tailed Fox vibes for sure. But how are things? Welcome to the quick NA stream. We're gonna do quick NA before we start planning our JP and NA timeline, including the case file reruns that we're gonna have while I discuss some majors and minor detail about the event for sure. What are you doing? Oh, I'm just powering up. Just powering up. Make sure we do some damage. All right, here we go. Doing pretty good. Installed FGO like a week ago, friend. After having uninstalled it for about a year and a half, so just catching up on stuff. Oh, are you an NA player or a JP player? If not, welcome back, welcome back. Anytime's a good time to come back after all. Where it's another raid incident, we're probably not gonna have the quote-unquote the elephant out of the zoo situation for your boy Barbados, because they know they can't have that shit happen ever again. So they're probably gonna be okay for Barbados, and we can kind of talk about how if you guys need XYZ amount of mats, we can kind of look over. I'm gonna plan to look over the entire year of FGO, both NA and JP and content wise, so do not worry. Slowly but surely we'll get there. Here, we'll throw like 4 tickets on Koyami to see if we get it while I'm trying to set the Twitter up and the Discord. So do forgive me if I don't look like I'm paying attention. I'm not. Alright, let me shout in the Discord arena at Sparrow. Live stream, To Love Trouble, planning for the future. Yes, sir, we planning for them futures. How about you all? NA plus JP, PPP, OPP. There we go. Got that on Discord. Make sure you guys spread the word all around Twitter and such. You believe? Hey, thanks for believing me. We got a couple more tickets to go. Is it a Gamba time? No, it's not much tickets. It's not worth the Gamba. Just got double Koyan Light and 1 multi-90 Saint Quartz. Unless you can show me a picture, ideas. It is fake news. But congratulations if you've gotten it. You can post that shit on Discord, of course, and put it in. Make sure you type in Ayaya. Once you type in the Ayaya, especially the Sparrow Ayaya, head over to the Sparrow chat and post your picture. Oh shit, I was not supposed to do an extra ticket. Whoopsies. Alright, we got the 3-star CE, no problem. It is what it is. 2 more summon until bonus. Alright, you already know. I'm a sucker for bonuses. I guess I'll roll a few more. Saving tickets for Archer Ishtar at the end of the month. I believe in that 5-ticket Dreamies. Hey, I believe in you too. I hope you get things done. Who was your favorite character before you quit the game there, Senpai? The only worthwhile stuff that I gotten since I got back is 2 GSSRs from the starting Dash campaign gear and from the other ones. Ooh, which one did you get? Who were the 2? And Uriel was your favorite one? I see. That's wonderful. Is it Bog Champ? I mean, this is the gotcha bonus you've all been waiting for, alright? This is the part where I get that 5-star we've been looking for. Kappa. Only if that was true, right? Only if it was true. I kind of wanted the 5-star CE, but we didn't get jack shit there. So we're done. Gotcha there. As always, if you have paid Saint Court, you want to feel lucky, don't forget to do singles. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. As a reminder, chat, you have 1 day left on your shop. Less than 1 day on your JP shop. Don't forget to grab your lucky bags. If you guys have not grabbed your lucky bags like I have, make sure you grab it. Remember, there's a lot of things to get. So make sure you empty your boxes and get your keys, get your tickets, get your lucky bags today. Don't forget. Because I surely almost forgotten. It is what it is. I almost pulled a doofus and totally forgot about it, you see. And I think on on NA, low key, I think I'm starting to run out of mana prisms. Isn't that crazy? I'm running out of mana prisms. That's wild to say. How do I get mana prisms again, chat? I might just have to just straight up either gotcha or just do friend points. Remember, don't forget to Grailcast. Because if you Grailcast, you can print 2 Grails. 2 Grails per month if you've beaten Tunguska Sanctuary Epilogue, of course. I'll probably roll like 10 to try to obtain 2,000 mana prism. Try. I got the evidence in Sparrow chat. Ooh, look at you. Double clan sky up. The Medusa in the middle, that's cute. Congratulations, friend. Well done. I do see that you're quite cultured. I'm missing the 5th copy, though. Hey, just gotcha and you got this. I only got 4 years for the CE. It kind of sucks. Yeah, sometimes, you know, the gotcha gods give you the CE benefit. Sometimes they just straight up being a butthole. What am I doing? Right now I'm just trying to get 3 stars. Preferably 3-star Ember so I can just instantly get Mana Prism. The whole goal right now is to try to get Mana Prism. That's it. Because I used so much Mana Prism just now on NA. And by the way, this applies to both JP and NA, so don't forget to get your lucky bags. Is there any benefit from once per day, one summon for one paid swords outside just costing 2 less Sankwarts? No. It's just one paid Sankwart, so you get to just gotcha for one Sankwart. That's just it. There is no benefit. It's all RNG. But man, it feels fucking good for your dopamine when you just click one Sankwart and get a 5-star like Arjuna, or get a 1 4-star like Hercules, or get a 1 4-star like Yamanai. You know what I'm saying? It's a really good gambling addiction mechanism and dopamine boost. Hey, thanks for contributing, Canoe. Big priest, big priest. Yeah, there is no gotcha rate beneficial. It's just that instead of paying 3 unpaid Saint Courts, you just only need to pay 1 paid Saint Courts. So it's kind of like a semi-exchange to an extent, right? Semi-law of equivalency. You'll sacrifice 1 precious paid Saint Courts because remember, in order for you to do GSSRs, you're going to need paid Saint Courts. And so it's their subtle way of shredding your paid Saint Courts day by day if they're going to do 14-day banner, which means you'll lose about 14 paid Saint Courts, which in technicality, that's kind of big. So it's just a subtle way to shred your paid Saint Courts. But man, it does feel like you're lucky when you get a big dick drop with just a single Saint Court. Oh, I gotta level up my boy MP up, huh? Totally forgot my boy Beowulf is left behind there. No, no, none. You don't see any 4-stars, right? So we should be fine. Yeah, I'm just replenishing mana, essentially mana prisms. That's it. Nothing too crazy out here. Oh, calm down there. Just lotto, it works for everything. That's true, you're not wrong. But I'm just pre-prepping it, right? Like for instance, I got to I still have the 5-star special summon just because desperate times I can just MP upgrade or get an MP copy of whoever I want. So I just have that in my back pocket just as a quote unquote trap card. Trap card. Oh damn, we got MP5 Beowulf. That's big damage. You could say it is more cost efficient if you buy Saint Courts. In a way, right? In a way. It's worth it on the long run since you get a lot of golds cheaper. Yeah. I mean, if you are willing to do like one single paid Saint Courts every day, right? Like if you're part of that kind of group, yeah, it's kind of worth it, right? To pay Saint Courts every day and whatnot. But that already has like the assumption that you have the knowledge, willpower, and capability to spend money on FGO without going buck fucking wild. Some people do go wild, but most of the people are composed and controlled. So it is kind of feels good, man. Once that happens. I do have a paid Sancor room left for the ones that I bought for the Start Dash and GSSR. What do you think? Like I said, it really is up to you, right? It's paid Sancor a day, so you'll have a chance to reset until those banners ends. You can't do story, you can't do friend point with that. That's about it. As a reminder, I highly recommend you do paid things first before you do your single pays. In order to just make sure you have enough allocations for like Destiny banners and GSSR anniversary, etc., etc. Have you gotten anything with the paid Saint Courts? I have. I've gotten Arjuna, technically. I just got Arjuna Archer with paid Saint Courts. Also Yamanai. You saw that Beowulf. That Beowulf was definitely a ticket. I think it was. I could be wrong there a little bit. But without further ado, Chad, let's talk about FGO Planage, shall we? FGO Planage. Planage. So TLDR, FGO live stream this week. This Saturday. Yeah, this Saturday coming in hot. That's very close. So I hope you guys are all prepared for that. Live stream coming in 3 days. January 13th, 12:30 a.m. AKA, they doing that shit live and they doing that shit fast. It's crazy. Crazy Taxi! Saturday. Right off the bat. You just go, ba-ba boy. So prepare yourself. This is where they're going to be talking about Samurai Remnant most likely. So get your notepads and do not miss my stream because I'll be live translating it properly. What's Destiny banners? It's a new GSSR banner you get on anniversary. Don't worry. Once we get there, you'll learn more about it. It's essentially, it's a GSSR that you can pick the servants that you want from each class once. One per class, and you just get RNG rules for it. So essentially, it is a banner you can't lose. I got Archer banner. I got Archer Arjuna for free, bruh. Nice. Congratulations. That's a feels good, man. I got one paid sync work. Archer Arjuna. He's MP1, so I'm pretty happy about it. So, yeah. We got about 3 days till the FGO live stream. This is where, like I've told you before, they will discuss Samurai Remnant. Because if you don't know, the voice actors are... the voice actor of Eras Spartacus, the voice actor of, I believe that's Nitocris. I gotta make sure I check that real quick. No, that is the voice actor of Elizabeth, excuse me. And then the voice actor of Iori slash Pepe. So a lot of hypercopium on Welfare Iori to be the case during anniversary, but who knows? Last but not least, please be Welfare Tamamo. A lot of people are definitely coping for Welfare Tamamo. I really don't know what to tell you. That's some next level copium, but it is within the possibility, so I'm not going to deny it, right? If they want money, they'll probably put Arya as a 4-star because 4-star is rarer than 5-star these days. If not, they'll whatchamacallit. They'll definitely bust out of 5 stars, and the 5 stars are already kind of like pre-made, right? Whether it's like a Rogue Saber or Yamato's girl somehow, some way, or yeah, there's a couple like Ryder can definitely be a possibility. John Alter, not Jalter, but technically Jalter. And then, yeah, you name it, we still got, like, a couple more servants. Which is good. I can see Arya Tamamo is going to be a 4-star for sure because Kat was 4-star. Well, we don't know that for sure. She could be a 5-star if they really want to be greedy. But the higher possibility of a 4-star definitely kind of lingers for sure. That is for sure. Like, the possibility that lingers as a 4-star is a higher capability. But, like I said, Arya is a support type character, so having a 5-star support could actually help out quick to an extent. So. What the hell is this? Oh, wait, what? Are you having a Linus Wait. They just straight up give you Hephaestion right off the bat? What the fuck? Revival Linus case file plus episode pickup summon. Summon period starts tomorrow all the way to the 30th. Wow, they just straight up give it to you. Oh, okay. Oh, they're not even hesitating to hide her. What the fuck? That's so weird. Okay. So they just straight up said, hey, you're going to get the 5-star servant and the 4-star servant in this banner, so gotcha, will ya? So they've stopped playing coy. I see. They stopped playing coy with the banner, which is kind of smart in my opinion. So you can now roll for Hephaestion right off the bat. I'm sorry, I lied to Spartan there. I got whatchamacallit? That's good to know. It's nothing major, but it's just surprising. Hephaestion was in first banner, second banner was Lave and Luvia. Well, no, here that's not the case on JP. Because in JP, the banner came out second week. Okay. The banner came out second week instead of the first week during the rerun collab that we had in JP. But it is what it is. Right, we had a... What the fuck? Ah! No fucking way. January 2nd to February. Really? Did we actually have Hephaestion from the very get-go? Really? I can't fucking remember. I guess we really just didn't see her in the second week until second week. And maybe because I did roll for it during second week, maybe I got it. I don't know. Weird. Weirdage. But I guess I was wrong. It is what it is. I'm becoming a boomer. You know how it is. My stay here in Japan got excited. Oh, I mean, isn't that a good thing, Angel? Make sure you take good pictures. And I hope you are safe. Because I heard fucking shit ton of additional earthquakes came by afterwards. Like a second wave came along. So, I mean, explore JP while you can, friend. I'll be back when Coco is released. And he's persuaded with someone else from Casefall. I mean, it can be. Who knows? Only one can find out. Gotcha games are taking up my phone space. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You better start unloading. Better start unloading your little sneaky drives, right? Linus actually gets really powerful here. Because after her ult, if you actually combo with her, she can just self-loop. And she can overcharge herself by 1 time, 3 turns. Which is wildin'. On top of that, we got Gray update. Gray Tan do big dick damage now. Invincibility, like they finally added Rongominiad circumstance to an extent, which is awesome. Yeah, upgraded her damage more, and she recharges MP a little stronger, which is awesome. Pretty lit. It charges M% by 10%. That's a new effect. It is not overchargeable. It is what it is. I'm doing good, Pengo. How about yourself? How things be? Good morning, good afternoon. Welcome to stream. So they are just straight up giving you this event and then just putting you into the void, right? Okay, so yeah, they're just putting you in the quote-unquote rerun event jail. Simultaneously, remember, we do have Barbados to deal with here. Bum, 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 bum. A Barbados raid. Remember, before you get to Barbados raid, you do have to collect all the paper fragments, and paper fragments does require some reading and flexibility on your AP. So do be sure you are prepared to finish that before the Barbados raid begins, because I can almost guarantee you that the Barbados is not going to last long. As always, there is a Barbados raid right here. And this Barbados raid is a 500 damage that has all these possibilities. I'm not going to lie to you. Here is your damage component. If you have any one of these targets, it's practically GG easy. So do not forget. JB, do we always get mulatto events in March? Opie, it's bare. It fluctuates. It just really depends on where. Where am I? What the fuck? Hold up. Where am I? Where did I go? Huh? Oh, there I am. I forgot. Ha ha ha. Alright. Give me a second there. That's how it goes. Okay, so I gotta turn off the overlay real quick. There we go. Perfect. Better. Alright, so essentially these are your quote unquote damage. Gray can definitely do big damage because of the damage upgrade plus event damage. It is a assassin. 500k is not that hard to kill one shot. Any one of these will practically half health it. If it's a single target, it will booty blast it. Double Oberon, double Koyanskaya. Anything that orients to the meta will surely annihilate it pretty decently. If you are having trouble, just ask a friend, phone a friend. You've got this, no problem. Estrella's cracking her knuckles to beat her ass up. Yeah, I mean, Estrella could work too. Like, you could even use support Estrella low-key and then, like, double Castoria Waver or Castoria Oberon, and you probably would do a significant amount of damage. MP5 grade should kill it, right? To an extent, yeah. I think if you buff her enough, her Noble Phantasm can definitely one-shot it. Wish Woocaster was here, but I do not have. But I do have NB2 Okuni. It's dancing time. Yeah. Either double Castoria, Castoria or Skiddy or double Skiddy works perfectly fine. Just booty blast that ass with a spatula. Time to level up Ilya. Yeah, Ilya works, so I welcome. Come back to us. We're here. We're here. How's Bango been? I'm now back to the living. Back to reality. Oh, go gravity. Oh. Summer Martha will demolish the butt. Yes, Summer Martha will definitely get its butt touched. Anything that's a single target cast out, like low-key Medea can definitely work if you have like Black Grail Oberon with double Castoria and shit, right? Castoria, Koyan, Oberon makes this all a joke. Pretty much. Been busy all day. Toilet roll was on point though, as you saw. Yeah, indeed. I saw that on Twitter. Good job. I don't know what to get for NA. I mean, are you looking for meta or are you looking for like cutie patootie? Right? Like if you're looking for a cutie patootie, nice alter ego that can counter every bullets, you got Bazette. Bazette low-key is a fun, gimmicky character that you could just play to counter instead of counter play, right? Because practically you set Bazette up for success and make sure she takes no damage and she is buffed to the brim for about like 4 turns straight and just let her let her just retaliate. It is GG. And then the best way to do this shit too is put dot damage on your auto attacks. And so if the dotted character auto attacks you, and you one shot it, technically it'll have 1 HP and it'll proc dot, which will kill it. It's kind of wild. Meta and saber faces. I see, I see. I mean, there's more saber face to come. At the same time, yeah, you'll know the meta once you come in. I don't use them because I'm no esport enthusiast. I mean, that's okay. I mean, technically using Castoria, Oberon, and Koyanskaya is not metaforming, but if you go only for those characters, right? You are kind of like meta baiting, right? Like it's okay to get supports. You're not meta. You're not a meta slave just because you get decent supports. It's when you only rely on them for everything. That's when you become a meta slave, right? And you're only like using a meta support to clear everything and anything. That's when it comes a bit of a problem. You can collect them. Low key, you should, because you always want supports. And just having a support doesn't make you a meta slave. I love how Dot always can come in clutch in situations like that too. Yep, it's like I said, a lot of people don't play around with a lot of the comps and don't have like the thought process of like the possibilities and the capabilities and such. It is fascinating how complex FGO can get and how intricate you can make it. Thinking how you can use individual shenanigans, right? You get the meta supports, so you can do off meta supports if it means something. Yeah, that's true. Get the meta supports to empower non-metas. Sometimes it works like that, like for certain, right? Like a fine example is that like you do double Castoria Oberon for Corday, right? Because while you know Corday doesn't dish out the biggest damage, if Corday's third skill procs an RNG MP up, Oberon's MP up times 2, just significantly amps her up nicely. Thanks for contributing your Pointerinos cappuccino. Time to get more caster gems again. Yeah, that's I don't know. If you do the lotto enough, Dan, there's just no way you should be running out of caster gems. Like I have over 2,500 plus caster gems. It's wildin'. I have too much. I'm actually in trouble. So yeah, Barbados, aka this is the raid that you see right here. It's pretty easy. It's 500k. I'm not gonna lie to you. At this point, like I said, anybody can kind of low key pull it off if you do your maths correctly. Relying on support, relying on your friends, relying only on CEs and whatnot. It is all up to you. Just make sure that these are the mats that are dropping and plan accordingly. Unfortunately, a lot of JP players, while participated in the raid, did kind of call out that this mat round is not the prettiest because it was already kind of quote unquote distributed right to us. And especially veterans. Not a lot of veterans don't need this. I've been doing a lot of following with Arcade ASIC plus anyone, which is fun. Nice. Sounds great. I mean, low key, you could just have Alcrid just alt twice, so I mean, it's understandable. サラさん、ポイントありがとうございます。So yeah, like for instance, I'm gonna check my item to see homunculus babies, pages, and gears bones. Let's see how it works. Item list. So for instance, let's check out bones. I got about 468 bones. Not too shabby. It'll probably get shredded here and there by the end of the case file. Next up is gears. I have about 900 plus gears. Pages, I have about 700 plus pages. Homunculus, baby, I have 750 plus. So technically, I don't need to farm this. Technically. But it does drop sweet QP, so if you want to spam it, it really is up to you. I can't remember why I spammed this a little bit. I probably was like running out of bones or preparing for the next mat. So if you haven't gotten at least plus 300 on any of these mat categories, I'd recommend just doing Barbados. Bones and Babies are technically in lottos, so there's that too. Yes, however, I don't know if it's in this year's. Don't know if it's in this year's. I mean, we do have like 2 years to back it up, so um, there's a possibility. But on NA, we're going to have Lotto in March. We don't know if we're going to have Lotto in March on JP. Prepare for Lotto before April. But it's one of those, we don't know when JP Lotto comes out. Because that shit can come out of nowhere. Let's see. Lottery info. There we go. Yeah, so here's your lotto drop. So you do get bones. That's about it, I think. So there's your bones. This has really good lotto format. It's got bullets, it's got lanterns, it's got JoJo head, and heroes proof. I ain't gonna lie, I don't need no fucking heroes proof any more than ever, but I am collecting it like a hoarder. But other than that, all these characters, all these mats might come in handy. Like, for instance, maybe the Ghost Lantern. I have about 500 Ghost Lanterns. What about bullets? I probably will need bullets. I have about 212, so yeah, about farming bullets will be my priority here. Look at JoJo Arrow. JoJo Arrow. Is that shit silver? I got about 225. It's not that bad. I usually try to keep everything above 200. So I don't have to worry too much about farming it. When are we getting quality of life saps on NA? Probably anniversary. Is any Lotto nearby on NA? We got about Lotto in March. I mean, you're kind of staring at it right now, right? On screen. This is the Lotto that's coming in March. Whether it comes early, whether it comes later is definitely up to the NA developments. Most likely, NA is going to get stuff earlier because they have to compress for 6.5/anniversary. So it is what it is. Weren't blue apples during Castoria download campaign? It could be. If they want to delay it, that shit's gonna be on anniversary. Whichever comes first. It's either Castoria download campaign or anniversary. They gonna do that shit there. Bronze saplings. There we go. Yeah. It's funny because technically the blue apples that we're talking about is considered bronze apples, and technically the bronze apples that we've been talking about for about 7 years is called copper apples. It's kind of funny, but we just call it blue apples. A little fun fact. But yeah, I'm getting PTSD from Kichi Hogan again. I was weak back then. You were weak then, but you ain't weak now, right, Dan? Don't be pussy. You got this. Did I miss the Las Vegas event? You sure did. You missed the Las Vegas event by a mile. And a little more. We're strong? Yes. All strong. It's rusted bronze apple then. And just call it blue apple. Technically, if it's rusted, it becomes green. Like Statue of Liberty. Because technically, Statue of Liberty is a bronze girl. Technically. But yeah, you are going to technically get it during Castoria's little banner. But if they want to be a prick about it, I have a sneaky suspicion they can keep this until anniversary. Technically. Why would they do that? Is to prevent you from farming blue apples. I'm not gonna lie. JP low-key regrets giving this options to players because it significantly decreased the amount of players to play because a lot of people goes, who the fuck wants to do a daily farm when I can just store apples to prepare myself for the next raid / lotto? And that's 100% going to happen on NA. So they're going to be a little afraid of giving that shit for free and so early. They should have made AB overflow system with a cap instead of the apples. They could have done things here and there, right? It's one of those that we can bicker about it all day. They've just made a decision and they're now sticking with it, and they now have to live with the permanent changes that they've made. They made their beds and now they gotta sleep on it. But unfortunately, because of that, they've become a little more dickish to your AP consumption rate, which is kind of bullshit. And you'll find that out real soon too. The usual is chat is 3 AP rotate apple, 3 AP rotation rotate apple, meaning that the first rotation you do blue apples or you farm to do your 3 dailies, and then you're done, or you farm your 3 dailies and then you come back and then you blue apple. Always want to be in the game FGO twice a day, so you can maximize 280 AP. So you can farm sapling apples, and you get to get your daily rewards, which is pretty decent amount of mana prisms, and depending on the day, pretty good stuff. I know I'm blabbing, but this is kind of the point of this stream. I'm planning for both JP and NA. Right now, NA is easy. because NA is already like pre-stepped in, so I can just kind of talk about it more in depth and elaborate. And then, yeah, like I said, there's no problem fighting this shenanigans. The only problem you're probably going to have is 500k assassins. Um, Other than that, you're probably just going to read up a guide or talk to me, talk to other streamers, X, Y, and Z. And we can guide you and personally help you out. This is including attack mode. It is what it is. This rerun case files? Yeah. It seems that the rerun case files actually gives a shit ton of QP. Yeah, it gives about this one, right? AKA kill counters are up. Notable drops. That's the map page I was looking for. This is, by the way, technically Barbados' shenanigans. There it is, chat. Essentially, you get wings, hearts, baby, pages, gears, lanterns, bones, and dust, with a lot of Assassione. Right, so this might not be bad, because I need. Let me check real quick. I don't need dust. I need. I probably want hearts, and I'll probably farm a little bit of reverse scale to prepare for a couple of the servants that'll come to FGO later. I'll probably future-proof those two mats. What was the picture you had before? Oh, that was, I think that was, like, not rerun raid. It is what it is. Oh, there, Elon. I'm gonna do it for all it's worth? Dang. What are you trying to go for, specifically? Which items? Because we got a lot. And this is only just the case files. There will be a second event after this first quote-unquote campaign, so don't miss out. There is an extra scenario that you're going to be doing all these afterwards. Da, 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 da. February, we got ourselves Menanem McAleer, aka Bazet. Bazet's not a bad champion at all. I don't have to explain it any more than I need to. She's an alter ego. She's a counter champion. Valentine's Day is a good time to get your EXP, CE EXP leveled up / bond action. At the same time, I don't know if I'll roll for her. Probably maybe MP1 copy. That's about it. Karen gets a banner pickup here, which I'm not going to be too caring about. We get free Saint Chords. Preparation for what day will be lit. Then we get our advance quest at the end of the month. I don't know how NA is gonna do their thing, but that's what they're gonna go for. March, we will have a White Day, aka 15 Spectacle Intellectuals, right? Spectacle Intellectuals are going to be a thing. It is going to be very fascinating to see for sure. I low key, I can't wait to read this shit in English and see how they translated this one. This one has Merlin pickups. They will. I don't know if they're gonna activate Road to 7 because they technically activated Road to 6, so they'll probably activate Road to 7. You got Lost Belt 1 campaign coming in hot, which means that everybody gets a banner except your boy. Then you got your Lotto. Then you got your Guild banner. After Lotto, it's Advanced Quest 3, and then you have your Lost Belt 2 campaign. Then you got your Sea Crisis, which low-key, if Aniplex is listening, if Lesengle is listening, Lesengle NA or Aniplex USA, I swear to God, bust out Paul Bunyan event first. Trust me, putting out the Paul Bunyan event, then the Sea Monster Crisis will definitely hype more people up, and a lot more revenue can come in. Trust me on that. It is what it is. They're going to do Road to 7. I ain't going to guarantee it. I mean, it could. Any no for Dragon Nails, though? Probably. But not in the Lotto yet. You're talking about Dragon Fangs, right? Not Talons. Dragon Teeth is it's going to be a bit. You probably can find it in Seawater Crisis with seashells, but it's up to you. Manga collaboration, May. May is the part where we're supposed to get a bronze apple / blue apple. Pre-release for Troubs. Main interludes Tunguska. So you can get Taikobo or Dobra Nikia Nikichichi right off the bat. Then pre-release campaign 2, Advanced Quest. Then in June, we're going to have Troubs chapter release. Then after Troubs, 2 weeks later, we're going to get Holy Grail Front. After Holy Grail Front, we're going to get the LB73, Advanced Quest, and then low-key, I think they're going to push this after Anniversary, unless they can compress that into during Anniversary / before Anniversary, which would be very fascinating to see. But we'll find out if that's the case. Nanmei Yumi Harai Hakkenden is not too shabby at all. Highly recommendo. It's funny because Tametomo fucking shows up right off the bat. It's kind of wild. I hate Grailfront. Why do you hate Grailfront? It's not bad, actually. At least in my opinion. Grailfronts are very cute. But they're going to switch to Grailfronts because they need Bucking to come out before GSSR. Why is that? It's funny. It is funny that a lot of people assume that they need it for the GSSR, which I kind of agree with you, right? If they're lazy, they'll probably swap Grailfront to Hakkenden, and I think I'm okay with that. But at the same time, I wouldn't also be surprised to not get Bucking, but after Anniversary. And just exclude her from GSSR. Which would be a very weird idea, in my opinion. But I'm just giving you options here, okay? I'm not a super oracle. I'm just saying that there's a possibility that they can just rip Bucking out of GSSR and do something else. They've done it before. Whenever you received your 4-star tickets early, You guys got cucked out of your Lost Belt servants. Free 4-star Lost Belt servants. At least 2 of them. So, it definitely can happen. Like, it's not the first time NA pulled some fucketry where you couldn't access a said servant and said things. But, most likely, they might bust out Hakken then before anniversary. Just because what I've said requires actual effort and care from the quote-unquote Aniplex side, so it's one of those highly now. NA has now an agreement that they wouldn't do that anymore with GSSR. Can you elaborate on this quote-unquote agreement? Was that told on a live stream or was that told during an interview? Who cares me in Grail fronts? I love it. Yep. You know, your favorite servants always carries you in your favorite ground. When we're gonna get another ranked arc, new season tomorrow. PogChamp. Oh, on League of Lego. Poggers, my nutters. I'll probably just hit gold and just be done with it. I don't know what this agreement is about, so kind of curious about it. But yeah, the next story part is in July. No, technically like early June. You're gonna get 6.5 early June. So weird case, you might get it on mid, if not late May. Like, you probably are gonna get a crunch time of 3 weeks. Yeah, because like April 1st doesn't occur in JP. I mean, on NA. So they can probably press Sea Monster Crisis down a week. So like starting at April 1st, you play Sea Monster Crisis, which I highly recommend they don't do. I highly recommend they swap that shit with FGO Learning with Manga Collab, then do Sea Crisis, because I'm gonna tell you straight up, NA is gonna shit on fucking Paul Bunyan event after they play Sea Crisis. I'm gonna use Saber Lily and Grailfront again because I like to torture. Pfft, bruh. What do you mean torture? You mean flex. I mean, Lily's not bad at all. Unfortunately, she just can't heal. That's kind of her problem. Have they released or a rerun of Taunt CE in this past 5 years? Not really. Like, a really good Taunt CE is yeah, it's been a while since you're gonna get a taunt CE for sure. They do rerun the taunt CE later in life. I can't remember exactly when, but you have a chance to get it. But at the same time, I think they figured out taunt CE's a little OP. And because I think they figured out the taunt CE is a little OP, they're no longer making those. Didn't the outrage appear a while ago? I don't know. If you can give me proof, it'd be appreciated, right? Because I don't know the proof. But yeah, like I said before, if NA is gonna play smart, they should put FGO collab with Learning with Manga first, then Seawater Crisis to get a beneficiary of satisfied customers. They're still gonna shit talk the event just because it is a bit twisted. It is a little bit different. It is a bit it kind of feels like the script is slightly changed to an extent. But yeah, that's when April happens. May, this is a low key just prepare yourself for prep. This entire month was dead. It was a dead month that said, hey, prepare for Trom. So I think they're going to cut that prepare for Trom in half and then probably slide Trom during mid May and probably bring out Hakenden around early June, if not mid June, to kind of slide her in on the GSSR. Because after that, it's just main interlude, hunting quest, countdown campaign, limited missions, advanced quest, and an anniversary. It's not that hard. It's not that bad. I'm gonna plan a 120 Elia in the future. Damn, dude. That's wild. Routledge was on last year's Arthur banner for NA. Last time Poster Girl was on during FGO City Memory banner, so it's super rare. Yep. Yeah. I mean, I'm assuming you guys are just gonna get straight up Road to 7 campaigns left and right, no problem. I do hope they space it out decently this time because they fucking are trash at spacing their Lost Belt campaigns. Because they go Lost Belt 4, Lost Belt 5, Lost Belt Olympus, and then Singularity Repair Support campaign. Then we have a quote unquote Cardiff Fairy Night Cup, and then they're just like, okay, here is quote unquote LB6 campaign, pre LB7 release support campaign, Christmas rerun, movie campaign, LB7 pre release support campaign part 3, and then support campaign part 4, and then we have Winter Caravan, LB7, New Year's Eve, New Year's Eve. Then we celebrated our 2023 with a quote unquote second part of LB7. Road to 7 is gonna be wild. It is. It's just. It's gonna be road to forever. Like goddamn, how long we walking? But yeah, until anniversary, the pacing is gonna be very packed and very tight and very nice. But once the anniversary is over, you're probably just gonna get an event, 3 weeks later, event, 3 weeks later, event, because that's what you're all gonna see. You're gonna see a lot of fillers like Road to 7 campaigns and whatnot. But if you take those out, they're all just pure fillers. It's kind of crazy. Halloween 2022 event. We're most likely going to get a Halloween 2024 event, so prepare yourselves. And then most of the time, we're going to get Advanced Quest every month. Most of the time. You Olga this year for Valentine's? Ooh, now that you mention Valentine's, who the hell is going to be the new Valentine servant? Oh, you know what? If, 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 if Arya doesn't show up on quote unquote Saint Remnant Samurai collab, I think she might come in Valentine's Day. That might not be a bad choice there. You might actually get Arya for Valentine's Day. Who knows? I could see a skin for her. I mean, yeah. I mean, we can definitely. Well, I don't know if you'll see a skin for her, but it's a possibility. If not, Ryder Meb, just for shits and giggles. Again, because, copium for my girl Meb. Other than that, we got ourselves secondary lotto right here, which is the Fairy Cup. Fairy Cup requires a pretty decent barrier entry because it requires LB6 to do this lotto. It's kind of dumb. In order for you to access main quest, you do need LB6, but you can technically farm without it. It's just that you won't be able to enjoy the story unless you play the event. Then yeah, you got your summoning campaign, which is the Fairy Knights, and then Charlemagne and the gang, including Bertamonte and Roland. And then you got the quote-unquote challenge quest. Practically challenge quest servants. The booty blasters, essentially. The booty blasters. It's very cute that they put the girls together with the guys and the big boys. Apex is a really great, strong CE. I recommend it. It gets a little nutty. And then, yeah, we prepared a couple of our comps for this lotto, so I'm excited to see how it works. In this lotto, you get this. It's pretty decent. Not the craziest, but pretty decent. It is a lot of homunculus and a lot of hero proofs. So technically, this year, if you've done at least 200 lottos per box, you don't really need hero proofs as much as you think anymore. Of course, if you just started out, farm the shit out of it while you can. But we got about a couple thousand of those. So we're not going to look too hard into it. Is that fluffy? It is fluffy. You do get a fluffy plushy, quote unquote special thingy. It's 200 lotto per box. Yeah, it's about 3. Yeah, sir, it's not that bad. No, technically it's oh, I can't remember. You gotta do it 3 times though. You gotta click it 3 times. So I'm assuming it's 100 per box. 200 per box. Excuse me. Essentially, 1 ticket equals 2. Bobby! Alright, so. Most I've ever win is 100. I mean, it's okay to be in 100. You've done a great job. Usually, I try to strive for 300 every lotto. Just because we'll be able to not worry about the mat consumption versus like the possibility of construction material. So I usually kind of farm it in batch, so I don't have to wait in line or get things done and all that jazz. But yeah, I finally finished NA farming there. Now I can concentrate on NA calculation. When I say calculation, I'm just browsing through to see if I haven't missed anything that's like game breaking. From the looks of it, not really. Which is good. It's just that you're just going to see a lot of commemorative and Arc 1 improvements and all that jazz, and that's going to piss you off for sure. Speaking of which, we did get a free Saint Court reward, so kind of poggers, my nodders. Congratulations. A lot of the campaigns are ending tomorrow, so make sure you guys do it as fast and as hard as you can tackle. Noddy. There we go. Sorry, it took a little while there. So yeah, we do get plus 10 Saint Courts, by the way, guys, if you guys haven't already logged in. Because of 2.1 million followers, they have given us free Saint Courts. Now that we've hit this quote-unquote new milestone. We get 4? No, we get 10. 10 Saint Courts. It's really nice. But you have 4 in the letter number? Really? How do I get rid of that? We got 4 today because of maintenance. Oh, nice. That feels good, man. That's what I like to hear. We got our ass ready to go then. Nice. So yeah, we got 4 for maintenance, 10 for loot. So once everything resets, we're going to get 14 in total. And once we save him, we'll be out of here like no problem. Uh-oh. We gotta get the Ghostbusters. Oh, and as planned, chat, we do have a quote-unquote schedule. We do have schedule, chat. I'm gonna do my very best to follow it. So be with me, will ya? Currently, we're planning on NA. We're going to probably plan on JP very soon. But remember, JP is more probability that we're going to be touching with more than NA. Tomorrow, chat, we're going to have a rabbit hole stream. And we figured out what rabbit hole we're going to be going on of. So get your booty holes ready. And if you don't know what a rabbit hole stream is that's where we kind of watch VODs. That's either like crazy conspiracy or, you go down the internet rabbit hole with Troubs. Because why the fuck not? Sounds fun, right? And then on Thursday, we're going to have ourselves a game theory, aka FGO theory. We haven't had those in quite a bit, so I want to bring it back a bit. It's going to be big booty brains. It's going to be topic on the subject will be in thumbnail. You already know. You will know who it is when you see the thumbnail. Okay. It will contain spoilers. That is both JP finish, JP ordeal call 1 and below. All spoilers coming in hot because I haven't done those in a while. And then we're going to have a sunken sponsored stream. I should have wrote sponsored in the thingy, but I didn't have space. But we're going to do some sunken land stream. And if you guys don't know, I've been bestowed upon sunken land stream key. So if you guys have sunken land stream keys, you're more than welcome to join me. on Friday. On Saturday, it'll be a little different due to the fact that Saturday, we're going to have JP livestream action. And after the JP livestream's action is over, I'll probably go to bed. And once I take a little bit of rest, if not, we go straight to Sunken Land stream with Mr. Kadrov. So we got that CAD collab action coming in hot on Saturdays. It'll be early mornings-ish for sure. So be prepared for that. Sunday I'm off to try to get these videos edited and thumbnailed. And on Monday, once again, I'm going to be off again. Because I'm trying to take Mondays off so I can get all the thumbnails ready for the weekend. Including the YouTube videos that I've been cooking up here and there. It's going to be simple YouTube videos, of course. But we're trying to get things going. This year is my goal for 2024 is to increase additional 1,000 followers, right? And on top of 1,000 followers, we're going to have over 1,000 followers on YouTube. And we will do our very best to have more sponsored streams and more variety streams and more community streams where we can play like Lethal Company together or we can play like Among Us. More, more so you guys can enjoy a little charade here and there. And more Let's Plays. I wanna stream some Let's Plays and go Baba Booey together. But yeah, that's the plan for this weekend at least. We'll see how the cookie crumbles. But yeah, make sure you guys play this event. The requirement for this event is, quote unquote, you need to finish LB2, start LB3, because you do need the intro in order for you to play this event. You do not want to miss Grey Tan. Grey Tan is one of the few servants that is AoE, powerful assassin. It's free. She's free. That's one of the best part about her. Cutie Patootie, that's an AoE assassin that is booster and free. You can't go wrong with it. And the extra, I'm excited for the extra event because the extra event's going to give us a proper wording in NA that I could start using in order to explain a circumstances that gets used that plays a significant role in FGO. Can she loop? That just depends on your definition of loop, right? Technically, anybody can loop. Technically. With Double Oberon and Koyanska and all that shit, technically everybody in their mob can loop. But Grey Tan will have a little harder time looping. She's probably able to hit 2 Noble Phantasm back to back, but not the third one for sure, unless you super jerry rig it. But she does give you refunds on her MP now by 10%. It's not bad. It's not the craziest, but it is what it is. Just use 3 command seals. You'll be fully looping. Right. Yeah, like I said, she's probably loopable. Like 90% of the servant, low-key, is loopable. Whether you use like Dark Koyami, Koyan Light, Oberon, Castoria, Skadi, Summer Skadi, you name it. Waver, Merlin. The possibilities are endless. How's Crimson doing? Welcome back. Yeah, that's about practically sums up NA nicely. It's just that TLDR, you're going to see a lot of commemorative campaigns, improvement campaigns, and a lot of Arjuna Karna banner campaign. And I don't know why you get Prison Tower free access commemorative summer summoning campaign. It's part of the quote unquote improvement status quote, where you can officially get Dante's prison event for free if you beat the game. Ounce, 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 ounce. So the thing too, like the arc improvement is just like, eh. You'll probably get it in about 2 days. And if you don't get it in about 2 days, you'll probably I don't know. I don't know if you guys will get arc improvements. Because technically, right, in technicality, NA should have gotten some already. Y'all should have gotten some already. I swear to God, you guys had some Arc 1 improvement. I could be wrong. I guess it's probably story clear support campaign. But hot diggity dog, dude. I genuinely feel you guys got Arc 1 improvement shit early. I don't know why. Oh, you guys got memorial summoning banners. That's what it is. You got this one where we got these memorial summonings and shit around here. Right? I like how in this Grail front, my Super Camelot 2023, Merlin's supposed to be there, but they took Merlin's image out. I don't know why, but they're not trying to promote Merlin, which is kind of funny. Because, yeah, for some odd reason, Merlin was in this. Oh no, is this pre-release? Oh, maybe because it's pre-release. Perhaps, perhaps. Ah, there he is. Okay, there you go. I was like, it's pretty funny that they don't release your boy Merlin, but they do. They do. I don't know. I think a lot of the flack is because it's so hard to bring Proto Arthur now. It's so hard to bring Proto Arthur slash it's so hard to bring fucking Merlin into FGO these days. Because of the voice actor scandal. So I genuinely think Ordeal Call is trying to buy time slash create an excuse to try to get the voices to work. Ah shit. Yeah, because if you guys don't know, Merlin's voice actor. I'm not gonna go in too much, but TLDR, the Merlin voice actor did some oopsies, and he's now low key kind of shunned for life. So he's staying quiet as much as he can. So you guys get rerun summer. Oh no, this is 2023. This shit already happened. Yeah, so this year you guys are gonna get Arctic Summer. Arctic Summer is Summer Scuddy slash Summer Ibuki. A really good ruler support and a anti-Earth trait berserker that goes AoE kind of gets kind of gets praised over Muchachi in a way. So there's the whole like Muchachi's trash. It's the classic Muramacha and Yamato trash kind of deal. So that happens. But this is the part where the Valkyries. This is the asshole move they do, chat. You can only pick. You can only pick one of these three. You can only pick one of three. Where's the 2 out of 3, you ask? God knows. God knows where that shit goes. And then, yeah, we got the summer rerun campaign, $26 million low campaign. And if they're going to follow it all the way up, they're going to bust out Gura Gura. Ah, man, I'm really hoping by September a lot of my shit is done and I don't have to worry about something. It'll be lit if it is. If not, I'm going to be upset. It's the Pokemon starters all over again, pretty much, right? People and their mom gonna bitch and moan and complain that like the next summer is the best summer, yada yada yada, blah blah blah. Then yeah, Shin Yamatai Takeover, you're gonna get Rikyu and Io. She's a really good farmer for sure, so make sure you grab her. Then you got the Kyomoff Summoning Campaign, which has all the Gura Gura action. In November, you get a Lotto. Then you get Part 1 at Christmas. LB7 Part 1 is going to be at Christmas. It'll blow your socks off. You'll enjoy it quite a bunch. And then New Year's into Advance Quest into, 2025. That is essentially what it is, right? The problematic part, too, is that, starting August. Starting July to August, you're gonna feel the dead days. Why? Because what they do is they give you a inch, right? They give you a couple of days of dead week. They give you 1 week of dead week so you can do your anniversary and hip hip hooray and all that shit. After you're done with that, you're thrown into a 3-week event. 3 weeks. So you got 21 days. 21-day event of summer. I mean, there's a lot to explore, so I can understand 21 days is very generous and nice and comfy and woozy. By goddamn, 21 days, nothing else comes out. Download campaign to kind of spice it up at the last minute. And then, yeah, early September you get Advance Quest. Then you got campaigns after campaigns. After 4 days, after your quote-unquote FGO kind of be tripping, they finally announced Yamatai Teikoku. After Yamatai Teikoku banner comes up, then the Road to 7 comes up. And a reminder, the event, right? The event lasts about October 5th. The next event starts in October 12th. But while then you're getting drenched with banners, copium, possibilities, etc. A main interlude, Imaginary Scramble. This one's a good one. Singularity Repair Support Campaign, Advance Quest into your favorite Lotto November, into December. And yeah, so after your Lotto, chat, you're gonna get another Lotto. It is a rerun Lotto, So technically, you don't need to farm as hard. Okay? Technically, this is absurd. But you get a rerun gotcha event. I don't know why. Ah! Alright, so yeah, that's about it for NA. I still got CE from that last event. Yeah, so don't lose your CE, but at the same time, don't fret too much about the rerun. Because, in a way, you're kind of capped in this lotto. Understand that you can only get up to like 10 boxes. Rerun is limited to 20 boxes. There we go. There it is right there. The rerun's limited to 20 bucks only. So you don't even go hard on this event. Don't worry. You legit just do a quick rerun, do a quick node run, and you're done. Yeah. It's going to be very interesting on NA. I'm excited to see what they're going to change. So technically, right? Technically, you guys are... Man, you guys are so close to LB7. I'm excited. Yeah, you guys don't have the special event that JP had. So, NA's going to be put in a weird spot soon. Yep. So let's start JP hunting, shall we? JP currently has New Year's until the 10th, which is tonight. Their event is ending tonight. We're probably going to get a 2-day to 3-day dead day. Because remember, FGO live stream is at about 2 to 3 days. Right here, right? So, we can predict that this is where the live stream is. This is we're going to have collab event. What else, chat? After the collab event, that should be about 3 weeks. After that, we're going to go straight to Valentine's Day. It's going to be collab into, like, advanced quest / like, hurry up and do this campaign quest into Valentine's. Right? Into Valentine's, we're probably going to get White Day. Koromaru, thank you so much for the contribution. Big preach. Valentine's into White Day. I don't know how accurate the White Day is going to go. We'll find out when it comes to it. On top of that, April. What the fuck are we gonna have for April, chat? That's a good question to ask. JP April. We're gonna have the quote-unquote April Fool's campaign, so be excited for April Fool's. And if you don't know what an April Fool's campaign is, that's when everybody and their mom kind of has a sprite, unique sprite. On top of that, it's a 1 to 2 unique event. That's gonna be awesome. I don't know if we're gonna get a. I gotta check the event history to kind of see how it goes. We did get a tower event on March at one point. But that's when we had content. The good old 2021. When we had content. Hmm. I don't know what's gonna happen to April on JP. Best case scenario. FGO gonna start a collab. In this case, instead of a collab, it's main story, right? So around April to May. Yeah, around April to May, you're definitely going to get a main story. Whether that's Ordeal Call 2 or something else entirely that is event oriented, it really is up to them. It could be Ordeal Call 2, but we don't know for sure, right? Because there's a possibility that Fate Samurai Remnant could actually be Ordeal Call 2. I highly doubt it is, but the possibility is still there. What about Strange Fate collab? I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't think they're gonna be a fucking collab until the anime actually sets in motion. And the funny part is, right, they keep trying to hype up that the anime is still in motion. But at the same time, like, it took 5 million years for Mahoyo trailer to come out. So I highly think that they can't produce enough content right now to procure Strange Fake, which kind of sucks. It really does. So I think around April and May, we're gonna have ourselves the warning, right? The high wind warning sign that most likely FGO story is gonna be around this era. Because remember, we still have February live stream. We can kind of predict when JP is going to have their Valentine's Day. Should I play Samurai Remnant or just straight into the event? That's really up to you. If you really want to learn more about Takeru and more about Iori and the entire event of sequence, I recommend so. Just because, remember, just because it says collab, that does not mean you're going to experience the event one-to-one. Okay? Just like Linus's case file. Linus's case file is nowhere near Waver's case file. However, the circumstances, the topics, and the story relations touch upon the collaboration genre. And I'm not gonna lie to you, Fate Samurai Remnant might actually be one of the best Fate games at the moment because it's accessible to everybody and it's not that hard to play. That's the best thing about it. The crappy part about every other Fate game right now is that it's very difficult to play because it's outdated, it's old, and some of the circumstances might actually be retcon. So we got January 13th. That's when our live stream is. That's where either the 13th or the 15th. That's when FGO is gonna bust out their event, if not right after the stream or something like that. Next one is at February 11th. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So around 3rd of February. So the event probably is going to end at February 3 or 4. And then they're going to give us an entire dead week. And then after the dead week, we go straight to live stream. And then after we go straight to live stream, we got the Valentine event. The V event. And then assuming this happens either right off the bat or right after the stream. That's on a Monday, right? On the 12th. It's either happens on, so it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So that'll be roughly about 3, 3, 3, 4. Yeah, that's when the Valentine event's gonna end. This is assuming they're all 3 weeks event, right? So this is just straight up assuming we have 3 weeks event. So I could be wrong by them changing them into 2 weeks event and whatnot. Can we do Fate Extella collab? They can if they want to, but I highly doubt they will. Because they rather promote new IPs than old IPs. So they can kind of promote like Melty Blood more than Extella for sure. How you doing there, Moebius? Couldn't summon Tucker or Koran on an A, now I'm sad. Why? Why didn't you able to summon it? Why you no go pity? But yeah, after 3 to 4, you're gonna get ourselves the classic. You're probably gonna get a dead week, so like March 4th, March 11th, March 10, March 11th, somewhere around there. You're gonna get a white event, white day, aka Guy event, right? The Guy Day event. White Valentine event's gonna also last about 3 weeks. And then like the cycle loops to April. 1st of April, no matter what happens, we're gonna have a interesting game here and there. So I think that's gonna be the case. I think it'll last about 2 days, and then after it lasts about 2 days, it'll poof on us. Of course, it's gonna be on our phone. NA people can't play it unless you like VPN and do some like next level things. Um, And around April and May, I just don't know if they're going to do like a Lotto Tower event before the main story. They're going to mix some shit in there. Whether it's a Lotto or a Tower event or raid. April, May is definitely the part you want to look into it. Unless the collab has raids, which could be a possibility. Collab could definitely have a possibility of a raid just because how what's the word? How it had like a break bar shenanigan, right? Like it really felt like it was a possible raid capability. Wasn't there another Emiya fake game with an Emiya trailer? Yeah, there's still a game that's in still development called Fate Extra Remake. They've told us that the Fate Extra Remake is still in the works. So they've given us a heads up that it's being made. But it's been so fucking long, a lot of people probably forgot about it, which kind of blows. And yeah, you're probably talking about Fate Stay Remake. And Fate Stay Remake is it's work in progress. It's going to take 500 years. I don't know why, but it'll probably take 500 years. I genuinely hope that they kind of change the RNG rock paper scissors bullshit mechanic, because nobody was having fun with that garbage ass mechanic. I ain't gonna lie to you. If 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 Adiplex, if BB Channel, if people want this game to be a success, they cannot put rock paper scissors gimmicks like they did in PSP into this fucking game. I'm sorry, nobody's gonna play dog shit. Okay, that is an outdated mechanic, and nobody wants to play that. Because if you play that on the hardest difficulty, which you can't pick a difficulty, but you can pick a character to that kind of choose that difficulty. If they do that shit again, I can't play my Tamamo route, which is bullshit. Because the reason why it's going to take forever is because they're going to implement 3 different full segmented routes on top of 3 different full segmented routes. They have to work on secret ending, secret boss, alternative routes, alternative methods, new concept, visual upgrade, X, Y, and Z. And probably new controls. Because, we're not in Kansas no more, baby. What about romance? I don't know if they're gonna go hard on the romance, but all I know is that if they want to go balls deep on romance, they should just keep that shit in CCC, because CCC, they can advertise CCC as like NC-17, right? And just put, pure fucking Fate Extra CCC in the game, right? Like if they HD port that shit, and then just put a mature rating that you have to be ID'd, or make sure that the agreements are made so you can't get sued for any like grotesque slash sexual content that it may provide. So it is what it is. Yeah, around April, May, you're gonna have a collab. After April, May, you're gonna have Lotto collab or Tower event. One of the two is going to happen. I just don't know in what order and which one comes first. I'm assuming I don't do the Lotto because the main story, but who knows? What does he do? Oh my god. And then I don't know. June, July. June, July is gonna be a difficult one because June, July just fluctuates a fuck ton. June, July is one of those days where they can cram in story, Grail Front, Advance Quest, and another story. But that story was assuming Grail Front. I don't know how much we're gonna get Grail Front this year, chat. So prepare for no Grail Fronts, but be happy when they give us one. You get what I mean? The sheer amount of the possibility of us getting a such a event is going to be hard. Because June, July too is going to be very important because that is the day when JP and NA July, JP late July, early August, if not mid August, they celebrate anniversary. I really don't know. Because this entire month is a dead week / main interlude Oku. So if you haven't played Oku, it's open for free. So you can just enjoy the dungeon. But people who've already played it kind of like tells you alternative path. If not, you just go straight to the boss level. Ah! They got me. And after August, right? Are we gonna get new servants? Who's the new servant? I don't know. I'm gonna hit you with the certified Abeno Same Aegis for Keck W. Ordeal Call 2 really just depends on where it is. It could be Fuyuki. It could be Tokyo. It's just gonna be very difficult to pull off Ordeal Call 2 without Merlin / Proto Merlin. So that'll be interesting thing to see if they're gonna do such a route that involves such other characters and whatnot. Where is it? Where is she? Afterwards, yeah, you're probably gonna get a Gouda on September, a new Gouda. Hopefully, we get Kondo Isao. If not Kondo Isao, we're probably gonna get Monkey. If you don't know who Monkey is, it's Tokugawa Ieyasu, aka the boy who carries the sandal. Iemitsu? I fucking can't remember. It's essentially Monkey, aka the boy who carried Nobu's sandals in his chest. But yeah, GSSR is ending, if not already ended. They gave us a surprise they gave us a surprise maintenance, so make sure you guys do it. If you guys haven't beaten it, because as a reminder, right, around August, right, around August, we're gonna have a swimsuit event. So like after anniversary, we're gonna get a swimsuit event. So it's gonna require ordeal call. We don't know if it requires Social 1 and Social 2, but that shit gonna require ordeal call. So you best be ready. This year's summer, chat, JP Summer is ordeal call locked. I don't know why they're going this far to tell you to do story. It's wild. But it is what it is. But yeah, it'll be interesting that how and why they're doing that is going to pull off or not pull off. And then we have September. If we get a good news, we get Gura Gura. If we don't get a good news, we get Halloween for October. Because if you don't know, whenever there isn't, technically we did have Gouda and Halloween, so we could get another Halloween in Gouda. So that's a thing. We're almost guaranteed for a Halloween due to the fact that Elizabeth stated that it's too soon for Halloween. AKA, once again, Elizabeth is cooking. So be careful. I don't know what she's cooking in that back shenanigans. How you doing there, Yuna? Thanks so much for contributing 2,000 additional points. We're almost there. So if you guys haven't contributed nor donated, make sure you do so by clicking the Dechi points, the Ayaya there, and get that goal crushed. I like hard events. Hopefully the challenge is pretty cool. I hope so too. I don't mind challenge events, but at the same time, I do wish that it's not going to be that hard because it won't be problematic for the new players. You get what I mean? Or the person or people that comes after us. News Liz this year because of the Year of the Dragon. Yep. I don't know what kind of Liz we're going to get, but we're most likely going to get new Liz for show. I don't know what's going to happen in October. If the October doesn't happen, and then we get October Halloween, November we're probably gonna get either a rerun, evocation, some random ass pre-campaign to pre-campaign, and on December, if they're cooking anything important, they would show it around either New Year's or a live stream that's around this time. Hello. Yeah, I'm just predicting what JP could be, because what I'm predicting is kind of like the backbone of JP, and then trying to figure out what the hell am I gonna do with the rest of this, right? Because with all this, I gotta add campaign, I gotta add camp, I gotta add DL, I gotta add banners, I gotta add. Hopefully, we get more strengthening. If not strengthening, we should get more. We should be able to get a lore on something. I have no clue. True. Oh, yeah. So after all that's over, I don't know if they're gonna do. Do you think they'll do Road to Ordeal Call? Do you think they'll pull it off? I feel like they'll pull it off. I have a sneaking suspicion that these motherfuckers are the type of motherfuckers that they're gonna pull Road to Ordeal Call or AKA Road to Social, right? It's one of those weird things that they're desperate, dude. They are so desperate for you to continue to move story forward that I can guarantee I can see some starting dash campaign or like story dash campaign, some dumb shit like that. Because their goal is to try to get people past 5.2 now. Because 5.2 was a little difficult. There is a fight in 7, and I think that gets nerfed immediately. What will they do? A campaign for every chapter in OC1? No. What they'll do is they'll randomly throw fucking random ass champions to be like, here's Singularity 1, or here's this limited event servants, or here is like a cherry event, right? Like to celebrate cherry blossoms in Japan, we have our own special quote unquote date banner for this servant. Kind of like that. You get what I mean? I don't know. I had some show match, 5 midnight against 5 jungler, Faker, stole Baron. What are you talking about, Dan? What you blabbering about there? But yeah, I can explain, right? The like more of this shit's gonna happen for sure. I'm hoping we get more Advanced Quest, but I'm hoping that Advanced Quest gets better, so it's more accessible. We're probably gonna get another main interlude. We don't know exactly what main interlude is going to be, but we're gonna get another main interlude. I can almost guarantee you that. And then they'll probably be like Arc 2 improvement, Part 1. Who knows, dude? Who fucking knows? Because they're just like Arc 1 improvement, Part 1. JP's gonna be like, since we done Part 1, we're gonna do Part 2. LBs are practically free. LB is skippable. It'll be so funny if there's just like, just skip LB, forehead. Why haven't they combined Lost Belt 127 in a single folder thingy? The main screen like Arc 1 and Arc 1.5? Why? Wait, why haven't they combined Lost Belt to 127 in a single folder thingy? Main screen like one. What are you talking about, Opie? You gotta explain yourself. Simultaneously, in technicality, okay, in technicality, Season 2 is completely broken into 18-ish parts. Understand that we went over about point 5, point 4, point 5, point 4, Tunguska, Trom, Imaginary Element, Oku, Santa event. Technically Santa event don't count. Because technically while it counts, it does not count towards the big story margin. Oh shit. I can't go back. I can't rewind time! Oh shit. It's just super slow on the response. That's a hella nunny. Kinda sus, bruh. Oh, make a button slash menu with 1 through 7 on it. Oh, I see. Technically, it does kind of have like Arc 1, Arc 2 button, right? Technically, it doesn't have Arc 2 button yet because in order for you to access Ordeal Call, you have to go into the world of Ordeal Call anyway. So I didn't think they were thinking straight where they'll just be like, okay, that shit works. And they don't understand, probably, that the game is not as simple as it seems. Oh shit! But Ordeal Call is like R2.5, not 2 though. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I'm gonna tell you this, and a lot of people are gonna disagree with me, and you guys are in the wrong. Okay. I'm gonna tell you right now, Ordeal Call is still part of 2. It's not point 0.5. It's still part of 2. 2.5 is not there yet. we're not actually at 2.5 yet, which is a wild thing to say. We're at like 2. No, actually, yeah, we're 2, 9 and 3/4. We're kind of there. We're kind of on that 9 3/4 thingy. So the wiki's wrong. I'm gonna tell you, it's an opinion that, and I'm gonna straight up tell you, Opie, Fate Wiki has a lot of bullshit in it. I ain't gonna lie to you, friend. There's gonna be a lot of bullshit in it. So while you can learn from the wiki, you can't completely trust the wiki. Okay? Technically, if you want to go technical, sure, it's a 2.5. Okay? However, the 2 arc is not over. LB2 is not. LB, Lost Belt, aka Season 2, is not over. Nowhere near Season 2 is over. We're in quote unquote Season 2. Like, you know how we have in the movies, we have like Season Part 1, Part 2? We're in Season Part 2 before 0.5. Because Ordeal Call is a what's the word? Ordeal Call is kind of a filler. Ordeal Call is kind of a filler slash additional hints. Additional hints plus knowledge. I'm going to put int for intelligence. Additional int about the world slash story, about the game, about the class, about the system, and about the circumstances that we are currently in. Okay? Once Ordeal Call is done, then we can say we're on 2.5 because we finna go fight the baddies, right? Like, we're not even fighting the baddies yet because we're having this quote-unquote training arc. Not really training arc, but technically a training arc, quote-unquote, in order to fight the baddie. There has been no official confirmation that's saying 2.5. Yep, there is no confirmation. They've specifically want you to not think about it as 2.5, but a lot of people are treating this as 2.5, which is very understandable. But at the same time, LB2, aka 2.0, is not done yet. A lot of people mistakes that once they beat the 7 Lost Belt, Season 2, aka Lost Belt, is over, which is not the case. Because now we're technically in Season 2, Chapter 8.5. It's more like 9 at this point. I hate the fact that my go back button is not broken. Is broken. Anywho, we're like Season 2. LB. Yeah, LB is Season 2, right? Lost Belt is Season 2. Depending on how Nasu writes this, we're kind of in 2.3. After Ordeal Call, we might be in 2.4 or 5, depending on how Nasu wants to do his shit. Because once Ordeal Call is done, then we can finally move on to the main plot source to an extent. But it really just depends on how they're going to treat each Ordeal Call. We don't know what will Cardia throw at us after Ordeal Call. Oh no, we know exactly what they're gonna throw at us after Ordeal Call. You just gotta be in the know, brother. It's an OVA. I mean, you can say it like that, right? It's an interesting way to understand each of the classes and circumstances. Nasu is using Ordeal Call to make you understand each of the extra classes and why each of the extra classes exist. So he's going to talk about Ruler and why they exist and why Avengers exist. Technically, he already talked about why Alter Ego exists. And then he's probably going to touch on this, touch on this, touch on this, and then talk about this, and then explain this. So, like, the packaging will probably be like this. No, actually. Packaging's probably going to be like that. Because Alter Ego has already been explained. And I'm pretty sure Nasu would try to... that's why we have 3 Ordeal Calls, right? 1 for Alter Ego, 1 for Ruler, 1 for Avenger. And then while that fucketry is happening, there's going to be that mysterious 4th one, which will talk probably about Pretenders and Beast. And there probably is going to be an event. If not an event, a collab event that'll probably talk about Foreigners and Moon Cancer. So I'm excited for this live stream, right? This live stream is going to definitely teach us what to expect and what to bring out. We're most likely going to get 2 new banners. Two new banners plus old banners. Right, like old Lee Shuen and shit. Do we know how many chapters of Ordeal Call we're getting? Officially announced we're getting 3. However, knowing Nasu, he's gonna sneak the 4th one in an event, and then he's gonna make a 5th one up. So officially, it's gonna be 3. However, knowing Nasu, it'll probably be 5. So we got about roughly 2 to 4 more stories to go. Do you think we can get another OC this year? Are you talking about, do you think we'll get 2 OCs? If Nasu is locked up in his basement and writing as we speak, yes. If he's not, he's probably giving a So here's the thing. OC is not just Nasu, because technically Ordeal Call, aka Paper Moon, Sosho 1, was done by somebody else entirely. So, I genuinely think that they might be able to put two Ordeal Calls this year. One as a main story, and one as an event story. They really can, if they want to. But it really is up to Nasu, right? You know how we got the like I'm talking about the classic BB shenanigans, right? Where in 2019 we technically had a Fate Extra CCC collaboration event, but that CCC collaboration event turned out to be a quote unquote an entirety of Epic of Remnant. Because technically this is a event collab, but at the same time you could consider this as main interlude slash during 1.5 mechanics. He's writing till GTA 6 comes out. Dude, I'm not gonna lie to you, he's still gonna be writing even after GTA 6 come out. I can guarantee you he's still be cooking after GTA 6 comes out. Nasu likes to drag the story longer. Well, Nasu has decided that we're dragging the story. We've taken Route B. Because if we'd taken Route A, he was going to finish it very, like... I don't think Ordeal Call was going to be played out. I don't think whatever the fuck happens next after Ordeal Call is going to get played out. But now... we're in the Ordeal Call route. Yeah, I think he's going to drag it out just a little longer. I gotta tell you, the summer event has to be a chapter of Ordeal Call. Could be. It could be the classic, right? The event equal Ordeal Call type deal. And it can definitely happen. Nasu has done those types before. I won't be surprised to do it again, right? Due to the sheer fact that summer event involves also another Moon Cancer and Foreigner together. So him going back to this, hey, summer event's going to require you to finish Ordeal Call. You got to look at the class circumstances and be like, oh, if each individual classes represents stuff, each Ordeal Call technically will represent Alter Ego, Avenger, and a Ruler. Technically. Then that misses Moon Cancer, Foreigner, and Pretender and Beast. Nasu specifically, and Takeuchi kind of talked about how they're not going to dabble too much into those, but you know for a damn well fact that they're going to dabble it together. So, the pairing that I did is definitely my quote-unquote headcanon slash theory of how he's going to pair it. It is not official pairing that FGO slash official people will know about until Ordeal Call 2 officially comes out. That is just my logical deduction of how he'll probably play the story. Just because how opposite side of the same coin kind of a Moon Cancer is to a Foreigner. And Pretender and Beast really have some similarity coordination to some extent. A Pretender OC sounds like the most convoluted story ever. Well, here's the thing, though, right? I'm just gonna not talk about it. I'm just gonna show it to you, okay? Right? And so, essentially, and I'll talk about this on Thursday. So, yeah, essentially... we'll kind of deep dive into that on Thursday. So be there or be square, right? Because during Theory Thursday, I'll mostly talking about a lot of the pretenders and a lot of the um, that person I just put a question mark to. So make sure you guys are there. During that time, it's going to be full blazed spoilers. So be careful what you hear. Be careful what you type. Be careful what you see in chat. Thursday, it will be Omega Giga spoilers. Okay? It is what it is. Other than that, please suppress a lot of spoilers in the chat today and tomorrow in order for us to, splooge it on Thursday. Okay? They can get something involving BB and Yang. They've hinted at some. I mean, they've already kind of talked about it in Summer 3 already. So technically, their relations is non-void. At the same time, the quote-unquote Summerfest 2 already kind of happened in JP. So that sensation is already in void. And all you know is that currently BB is cooking as well. Like, it's funny because now we have two people officially cooking, and those two people are essentially Elizabeth, right, Ellie, and plus BB. These two are cooking. That's not good. I'm not gonna lie to you. If you read CCC Extra and if you read if you read regular Extra and CCC Extra, especially CCC Extra and Extella, you know that BB cooking plus Elizabeth cooking is fucking disastrous news. And I believe the BB we currently already have information on Foreigner, so what she will do with it to do something will be very interesting for sure. And I mean, there's 100% possibility that either within these 4 classes we're gonna get a certain soccer face. So it is what it is. Not good if these are cooking, need to run. It's true. I still remember CCC Rids, cookie gets 2 red. I mean, it is. It is what it is. She be cooking. And if she cooks, we're in trouble. And then, like I said, we might actually see Elizabeth Void, which would be very interesting to see. Because if we see Elizabeth Void, that'll be something else entirely. Wow, 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 wow. But yeah, that's probably going to be JP. TLDR JP's event system. They will most likely have 2 events. 2 quote-unquote lottos, right? Exactly where and exactly when, I can never predict it. Because they put that bitch in random places at random times. But usual standard is we're going to have 2 lottos. 1 early. 1 Christmas. Right? That's kind of a given. It RNG on 1 raid. There's always a raid. There's always a possibility of raid every year. It's a always possibility of raid, right? It's an RNG raid, 1 raid. We're gonna get 1 OC or deal call. 1. At least we're gonna get 1. At least. For sure. We're gonna get 1 ordeal call. 1 summer event. 1 Valentine. 1 white boy, or actually instead of white boy I should go Uh, what is it called? CCB? Was it CCB, chat? CBC, excuse me. One CBC, which is Cardia Boy Collection, aka that's an event, right? What else do we have here? One collab, which we're gonna get. One collab, which we're getting right off the bat this year, just like Case Files. One Gouda Gouda. I want to say we're going to get one Gouda Gouda, but depending on the circumstances, sometimes we don't get Gouda Goudas. Like on the. I don't know. Did we get Gouda Gouda during November? Yes, we did. Technically we did, didn't we? Okay, yeah, I guess we could add Gouda Gouda. Yeah, technically we can add Gouda Gouda. They've been very consistent about it, which I am happy about. Like, Gouda Gouda is very finicky because right when you expect it, they don't fucking come. So, one Gouda. One Gouda Gouda X2, right? What about Halloween? Halloween and Gouda will definitely be half and half, low key, because you're not guaranteed a Halloween, so I'm not putting Halloween. But technically, we're in due for a Halloween, so I'm gonna say RNG Halloween. Because we kind of know, right, that this year we should have Halloween. We should. Why is a raid event RNG? Because we don't always get a raid. The thing is, we will get all these events, right? But a raid event is really random. Some year you get them, some years you don't. There are years where we got no raid whatsoever for about multiple years, and then we'll have maybe one raid like the year after. Like, it's very inconsistent. That's kind of the reason why I say RNG, random number generated one raid, because it's random. Because I can't say as a statement we're gonna get a raid event every year. Just like a tower event, right? Tower event doesn't always happen every year. But last year technically happened, right? In technicality, a tower event occurred. During Mystic Eye Symphony, right? So JP is starting to throw everything at us. But I can't say it's for certain until they start to constantly give us, right? Until next year, until they give us an event this year and next year, I can't say for certain that we're going to get a tower event. So I'm going to put RNG tower event. What about Grail Fronts? We'll probably get one Grail Front. I genuinely don't know. Because they're cooking Grail Fronts for sure, but at the same time, because they're cooking Grail Fronts, I don't think they're gonna spam it as much as they used to anymore. I mean, did we get a Grail Front? And I guess we did, because it was Super My Camelot, whatever, huh? And we got BB. Got BB shit. Because we got Goonfa, that's Assault. And then we had Yeah, we got quote unquote. Well, no, we only had one Grail front. Well. Is that true? Impossible. That's impossible, brother. Uh-oh. All my 21 has been deleted. Unlucky chat. It's all for naught. Hopefully we get more tower events. I mean, I hope we get one, at least, right? I'm hoping we get one tower event, one Gouda, one Halloween, one Valentine, one CBC. Like, technically, every year is kind of filled with at least one event. So, in technicality, out of the 12 month, right? Out of the 12 month, all they need to do is have 12 events. Because all these 12 events gonna last roughly about fucking 3 weeks. Right? It's gonna suck balls. But that's kind of the truth that we gotta live with. Most of them is gonna be 3 weeks, right? Most of them. I'm gonna hit you with the parenthesis, the wavy equal sign, because it's technically not always going to be 3 weeks. Most of them is gonna be 3 weeks. Oh, what about Girlfriends? I mean, Girlfriend? Like I said, Girlfriend's also RNG. Although they've been giving us at least one. So we could kind of say until next year, we can get a quote unquote, not tower event, the, what's the word? Can't remember, chat. Oh, I forgot. Grailfront, yeah. What about Dragon Ball thing from Evil Da Vinci? What are you talking about, Dan? What game are you mixing it up with real quick? Can I finish all the shop items in 3 weeks without spending any apples? If you do 90 plus plus, you rotate your AP twice every day on a 40 AP 90 plus plus node. Um, technically, yes. Technically, yes. If you use your friend CE, and assuming your friend CE is MLB, and you keep farming 280 AP on the 90 plus plus node all day, every day, you will have a high chance of you finishing the event with shop clear. Okay? But if there's like a raid, right? If there's like a raid or a lotto, you can ignore that shit. That's kind of the reason why we love raids and lottos, because we can just say fuck you to any of the shop condition. What if it only opens on the second one? Well, here's the thing, Opie, okay? They purposefully make the event so you can get everything technically at least close as possible. Close as possible that you'll be able to obtain every single mat through free AP. That is how they've been doing it, okay? That is how they have been doing it, so that if you actually free to play try hard, you can technically achieve map clear, store clear, without gotchaing. But it'll be very excruciating for you because you can't miss a single beat, right? Because you have to empty out 280 AP, which means you have to empty out your AP twice a day. Twice a day, completely 140 AP back to back before you go to bed. All day for about 2 weeks straight. It's going to be rough. It's easy. 6 runs a day. That's nothing. technically it's nothing. You're not wrong. You're not wrong, but you can't run 6 in your 6 pacing. You get what I mean? You have to run 3 in the morning, and then you have to run 3 before you go to bed. Because in order for you to fully recover your AP, it takes roughly about 8 to 9 hours, which means that you have 8 to 9 hours of dead / lag time before you have to come back to your phone and then empty it out and do your recycling all over again. And I ain't gonna lie to you, sometimes that 8 to 9 hours makes you forget about this game. And you just be like, let me go to bed. And if you fuck up, you're over APing, and you are not being efficient, and you lose the possibility of min-maxing your shop without using apples. It's brutal. But I'm going to tell you, it is possible. Because I've seen CAD do 3 rotations on Ordeal Call and 3 rotations on Events 90 plus plus, and he was able to clear shop before the event ended. Which, I mean, it does have luck on the part too, right? Because Matt Drops probably dropped more than he did than you will, right? Quote unquote, all that jazz. Thanks, Grayscale, for contributing. We have about roughly, what, are we 90% yet? 91 fucking percent. We're almost there. Holy bejesus. 91% chat before the event is officially closed. So make sure you guys donate your Dechi points to the pool in order to get that Bioshock series going. And right after the Bioshock series is done, I'll probably put up another prompt that you guys can go for. I'll probably have it in Twitter polls, so make sure you guys don't forget to follow me on Twitter. So whenever you guys want me to start a new poll, you guys have the power to decide. Okay? Oh, damn, people be busting out the Points-Arino Cappuccino. Thank you, guys. 93%. Look at that. We have 7% more left. I did it. I got Saber with 3 single shots. Got 30 Sankorts left. Thanks, Troubs. Hey, no problem, Deadlier Than Merc. I told you, you stay in my stream and do some gacha. You're almost guarantee of a possibility of a good luck to get a good roll. It is what it is. Hey, thanks for Relaxed Al for contributing. And Big Preach on the Lurkish. And Sean New as well. Thank you. Hot diggity dog. It's 93. Shoot. We're almost there. But yeah, just essentially, it's possible. In order for you to do your 90, if you do 90 plus plus for about 14 days, right? That's about 6 runs per day. You'll be running roughly about 72 runs in total. And then, yeah, you times that shit by like 100, assuming it's 140 AP, right? And it's a little more, but, you know, I like to round it out as 120 / 160, right? So you do 140, because what you can do is 40 can only go into 120 about 3 times. So, you know, 3 times is 12, and put that fucking 0 here, and it's just, it'd be like that. So it's 3 hours, and then 8 to 9 hours later, you have to do another 3 again. So a lot of people have the 3 turn comp, right, or the brain dead comp. And the brain dead comp consists of DPS, Oberon. Or, if it's loopable, you loop it. Or the main category of brain dead is less button, 3 turn. That's the epitome of brain dead. right? Where you just don't even have to pay attention to the screen, beep 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 beep, and then just fucking beam blast, right? And that's gonna be hard, especially on a 90 plus plus node, because 90 plus plus node usually requires Oberon unless you work your fucking niche to your bone, right? Like for instance, you have to find the weak. If it's a single target, you have to really find all their weakness and attributes and capabilities, and add all their niches against them, right? Like if it's anti-chaotic alignment, or neutral, or if they're Earth, Sky, Man, blah blah blah, male, female, a costume servant, non-costume servant. Press all red or blue buttons. I mean, sometimes that'll work, but not in 90 plus plus. You have to be more efficient, right? You have to think either you're going crit route, right? Or you going crit, which equals RNG. Can you manipulate this RNG to an extent? Or you just go MP route, where you just click buttons and pray to the god that the after cards can kill it. But yeah, it shouldn't be that bad, right? And you can clearly tell that JP has started to nerf 90 plus plus, which is kind of bullshit. Because ever since 90 plus plus came aboard, you can't sustain yourself with 90 plus anymore. You can technically, but you're gonna have to use apples. Like maybe less than 10. Less than 10 apples in order for you to um finish the mat if you do 90 plus, which kind of blows, but it is what it is. Yeah, I was able to three turn the last two 90 plus plus without Oberon, and that's the best part, right? Like if you're looking for efficiency and time save, uh, you want to not use Oberon as much as you can. At least his third skill, right? His third skill is the quote unquote time killer. His second skill is bad because it minus MP, right? It MP drains, but it's not as worse as 3 because it strips buff. After it strips buff, then it puts you to sleep. Then it puts you to sleep, puts a tag on you, and then then it's enemy's turn. So like super time efficiency wise, Oberon is not that good. Simultaneously, we're using so much Oberon that for veteran players, right? We have a bond problem. We currently have a bond problem. Bond problemo. Because we like to be very efficient with our bonds, we always have to make it so that our bond is very quote unquote good, right? Like to get the maximum amount of bond plus mats. We prioritize on mats, of course, and if we don't prioritize on mats, we prioritize on bonds. Why? Because that gives us Saint Quartz, Apple, um, Rare Prism. Also unlocks class core. Class score. It really does. Okay, and that's kind of the reason why we bond up and shit. The downside of it is the front row gives additional, I think, 25% more bond now. So it's 25%. What the fuck we add here, right? Now we'll type in X, and then we get that bond X. Bond plus X. So the problem happens here is that we can no longer go above 15. Bond 15 doesn't exist, and they're suppressing Bond 15s, which is bullshit. But at the same time, they want you to not spam servants. They want you to not spam servants and use them, use each servants accordingly. It's kind of the reason why they put bonds in front, to make sure that your DPS and your quote unquote supports just get fully bonded to the point that you feel like you're wasting your bond. A lot of people don't care about this circumstances, but a lot of veterans do because they want to play super efficient because they're perverted, right? It is what it is, right? Is class score related to blonde? In order to get shit done in class score, level, ascension, MP, Ember, bond, amount of servants, amount of skill you unlock and level up, amount of append. These all apply to class scores. Because there is a limited mission, right, specifically for class score missions that gives you more shit once you complete threshold. They don't want Castoria, Koyano, Baron slavery. That's pretty fair, though. I agree with you, but at the same time, this is preventing us from, like, instead of giving us a infinite solution, they're just going to start patching the problem. Because the bronze apple, right, the Castoria bronze apple, aka the blue apple, because they made it infinite, they regretted that choice. They're not going to do a lot of things infinite anymore, which is unfortunate because of that dumb decision that they've made. They're now afraid to put things in unlimited circumstances, meaning that we're probably going to forever have limited bond, which means that once you fully bond to 15, it's Jover. Until they say something else otherwise. Once your character hits bond 15, if they're not 10, 10, 10, level 120, MP5, append 3, append 1, 2, 3, all 10, 10, 10, it's time to retire. It's Jover. It's Biden. Yes, sir. They're gonna make another broken support. Don't worry, they're gonna fix it. True. And as always, don't forget NA. You can now print grails. Print your grails. However, fun fact. It is an interesting thing that I'm going to tell you. You can follow that, or you cannot follow that. The choice is yours. I recommend use all coin on low tier first, then sell / make grail. Right? So what this means is that your 1, 2, 3 star, right? Your 1 stars and your 3 stars, they should have all append unlocked. Unlock all the appends. Why? Because that roughly requires about 360 per. And having 360 per, this will make you that each servant, you will never have to worry about them ever again. Because opening it with coins is free. Free open, right? Free on open, cost on level. What if I want to level 100 my Banky? Fuck you mean? Banky's in friend point roll, bruh. Just roll that friend point out. And if you don't have a friend point, well, my friend, I keep telling you guys that JP has already entered the friend point meta, and slowly but surely, NA is transitioning towards friend point meta. Once Woldheim Kiristraya Craft Essence comes in, I'm gonna straight up tell you, you should equip friend point CE instead of Bond or EXP CEs. Because the more friend points you have, the more appends you can use to get more free grails. Now, a lot of whales and a lot of veterans will tell you focus on bonding, right? Because bonding will get you more Sancors, technically. But friend points will allow you to unlock. Um, Friend points will allow you to unlock more Grail. Because once you finish all the 1 to 3 star servants, that is free, right? That is easy to get. Not limited 3 star servants, not limited 2 star servants, not limited 1 star servants, but free 1 through 3, including Saber Artoria Lily, including Habanyan. Once those guys are max appended, right? Throw that shit in the grill. Throw that shit in the grail. And you will never have to worry about it, because if you ever want to level their append, which you will at one point, the mana loading part, not everybody, but some of them, you're going to be like, oh shit, let me level up this mana loading. It's already unlocked for you. I'm doing it. Opening a pen before using the coins on grails. Yes. But just understand that this will significantly decrease your coin amount. So that you will so you will have to farm friend points, right? You're gonna have to farm a lot more friend points in order to get it back. But if you were to do this, and remember, this is just my opinion and my thought process and my way, right? This is the Sparrow's way. I genuinely think I don't want to worry about any 1 star to 3 star about appending, right? I'll just be like, oh, I have so much 1 stars and 3 stars. Fuck it, go into the straight frying pan to cook grails. So I don't have to worry about, ooh, should I maybe I should keep some so I can unlock Benki. Benki's like anti whatever first skill or third skill, or maybe I need mana loading because I need him as a fodder in first turn in the 90++ node or challenge quest X, Y, and Z. So it prevents that bullshit. I rather, and like I said, you'll bond faster than ever on JP. So you're gonna bond faster than ever on NA later on in life. So to me, it's nothing to be worried about. I highly recommend NA should focus on friend point gathering if you guys don't have not a lot of friend points, right? If you don't have a lot of friend points, focus on having a lot of friend points. If you do have friend points, I mean, it's a nice little chore that you put on yourself so you can feel like you're doing something with the fucking friend points instead of that shit rotting in your damn thingy, right? Oh shit, chat. Miss Goomba and Freezy Pop Games, thank you so much for donating additional 2Ks to the Bioshock quote-unquote basket. Right now, we are almost there. We raised about 286K. We are essentially 95% there to our goal to start playing Bioshock series. How exciting. Thank you so much for the algorithm donations and the supporting of the Dechi action. How long will the next raid last? I hope I can do it. That's a good question. I forgot how long the raid lasted last time. About 6 hours. I think about 6 hours. I don't know. That's a good question. I can't remember the last time how long this bitch lasted for. I don't know. How long did this bitch last for? I don't know. That is a good question. They did buff the max HP to about 5 additional million. So, I don't know if we're going to get the upgraded version of Barbados Chan. Hopefully we do. If not, we're going to be very upsetty spaghetti. But yeah, Barbados. 35. I don't know. I can't remember. Like, it died a lot, trust me. But, you will have at least. Well, actually, let's check out the NA, because NA has the due date for the raid. A fictitious return will be unlocked. And yeah, you highly recommend you guys read Fictitious Return, because that shit is real good. When are we getting fucking pitted in Section 10? Do we know when we're getting Section 10? That's my question. Oh, they don't tell us on the rerun anymore. What the ball sack? What the ball sack? What the ball sack? Goodbye, cow. Yeah, the good thing is that you also get this is bullshit because give me a second. I'm checking shop to see if we can get gray tan. Yeah, gray tan coins. Okay, yeah. So technically, until we got to saber, not saber, ruler, quote unquote Da Vinci, right? Ruler Da Vinci. We were able to get like a fuck ton of coins, right? And then people started to fucking min max the coin numbers, so they started to min max their allocation of coins to us on the servant, which is bullshit. I hate it, but it is what it is. I thank you so much, Keek, for putting that up for me. I remember farming Barbados for the first time with the bananas and the merlons. You went past it 6 days after Dane Shay, is it? Where is it at? Where is it at? Yeah, enjoy the story and the main quest divided into the first and second half. The dates of each half will be unlocked or listed below. Free quests are where you gather events. Story, a fictitious return will unlock progress in the ring. I hope we can do raids. There we go. Never mind, I found it. So the raid is gonna unlock at 11:15, which is on a fucking Monday. Monday, 8 p.m. PST? Brother, what are you smoking? Bruh. That's a bruh. 8 fucking p.m. PST? Oh my god, that's when I gotta go to work. Son of a bitch. The raid opens right when I work. No. So this is your time zone, you Papagas. Apparently this is your time zone for your raid. Because it's 8 p.m. PST. So a lot of us are getting screwed. Screw McDuck. This is no bueno. I hope I can at least do 10. So imagine the raid will last about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So best case scenario, it'll last about 6 hours. Worst case scenario, it'll probably last about 3 hours. Assuming NA players can't fucking gather to destroy Lotto bosses in an instant. I'm assuming we're gonna get a full 4 to 5 hours. Assuming we're gonna get 4 to 5 hours. So Best case scenario, I think it'll be until 2 a.m. Right until 2 a.m. I believe that is when the Barbados will fall. But within these two time zone friends, I highly recommend you at least farm 10 times during these zones because you're fucked. I ain't gonna lie to you. Assuming that it disappears fast, right? This is me being pessimistic. Assuming that it'll disappear fast, best case scenario is within this number. Farm it within here. What the fuck is that? We don't allow botting in my community, you little toxic fuck. First time it'll take. First time it took a whole day. Does the rerun have less health? Did it take a whole day yet last time on NA? I can't remember. I just don't pay attention to NA raid numbers these days. Just because I'm just full with JP raid numbers and capabilities. If NA took a whole day to kill it, then yeah, you'll probably have another whole day to kill it. Yeah. So if NA kills it in a whole day, yeah, they're just gonna have a whole day to kill it. So you have 24 hours. From what I'm hearing, NA will probably provide you 24 hours to at least kill it, which is great. I hope. I'm just hoping that the elephant hasn't fucking left. I'm hoping Barbados didn't leave the zoo as well. I'm praying that the intern kun has set the timers correctly. And we can only pray that Barbados doesn't leave the zoo. We need quick savior Seimei so we can get this raid done. That's right. You let him know. Why do you say it that way? Because if it happens once, there's a high possibility that it can happen again if they are incompetent. Okay? Because the first mistake is a oopsie. It fucking happens, okay? They're trying to do something different and it messed up. It happens. We got free Tencent Court poggers, my nodders. If the Barbados raid happens again, that's twice. And in Japan, there's a proverb that says if it happens twice, the third time's inevitable. So if it happens twice, there's going to be some sus among us in the ventilation shaft twerking that ass, sticking at your gap for your Rizzler. Alright? So, while I have good hope, I'm pretty sure they got it covered. I'm pretty sure Barbados will be safe and sound for all of us to kind of like beat down real quick, right? And for those people who is your first time raiding or haven't raided in a while, it's a perfect dummy, right? Perfect, nice little sandbag to come back to and just go and just beat the shit out of it. Just hit him with a couple of auras and you're good to go. Tuesdays and a half it took to kill Barbados? No shot. I can believe you that it took a whole day. I don't believe you that it took whole 2 fucking days. I can believe a whole day. So if it takes whole day, PogChamp. Because we don't have to worry about time at that point. That means within a 24-hour time frame, you have a chance to at least kill it twice. If not 3 times. I fear he will be dead just like Ivan in Escape Bullying. Well, Ivan never died, okay? Ivan just left the zoo. And he came back and said, nice cock. Now die. But yeah. I will probably go. Yeah. probably go. So tomorrow, chat, we'll probably start with FGO. And after we start FGO, we're going to be going down the rabbit hole. And if I remember correctly, the rabbit hole that we should be going to is... I don't know what rabbit hole we're going to. Give me a second here. What is the rabbit hole we are going to, chat? No Man's Sky rabbit hole. I think it's also done by a historian. If you have any rabbit hole that is safe for Twitch and safe for YouTube, do let me know. Put that shit on the Discord at Sparrow Chat. Did you see that Oni-chan ad? Magic High School is getting a season 3. I saw that. I'm quite excited, and we can talk about anime shenanigans tomorrow, because I kind of want to try to get a video out and throw a thumbnail in there to attempt to put YouTube videos 1 video per week rule. So, we shall discuss more about this tomorrow, Keek. There's a lot of fucking animes I want to talk about. So, let's do it. So, if you guys enjoy the stream, make sure you follow me on Twitter, YouTube, and Discord. Right? And once you get to the Discord, don't forget to hit that ayaya. Right now, we're trying to get that $400 mark. Once we get that $400 mark, we'll be flexing on the haters. Once we get 400 sparrows, we can do some triple backflips and shit. So we're trying to get that done. Don't forget to follow me on YouTube. I will try to do my best to post at least one random video, or at least one random segment, if not a highlight or a short a week. My goal is 1 video per month. That is original content. 1 video per week, whether it's a highlight or a cut up version of the stream, so you guys can enjoy it in chunks. And my goal for this year, which you'll probably hear in a YouTube video coming up later in life, is to get 1,000 followers on YouTube. Try to get around 9,000 followers on Twitch, and get my ass twerking, right? Twerking to that new vestige goal. And try to get my fucking VTube to work. Don't worry, I'm cooking on that. But other than that, I appreciate you guys all for coming. Greatly appreciate it. I will see you all tomorrow. Thanks. And we're almost done raising points for the BioShock action.